I've looked for every setting.
There we go.
Oh, he's got his surname again.
Yeah, I'm taking that. Oh, he's gone again. He's not having much luck, is he? We're now live on YouTube. Hey, how are you doing, everybody? Hope you're enjoying quarantine. I mean, at least it's quite a nice sunny day today. You can join us if you want in the Zoom room. We've got an open room, so the link should be there in the chat if you want to join in. And for now, it's just me and Pramod. How you doing, Pramod?
How you going? How's it going, everyone?
Yeah. Right, Beth is actually at the vape bunker right now, and we're trying to get her in. So I'm just trying to explain to her that we're back in now. She came when nobody was in the room, and she left straight away. And now she kind of doesn't believe that anybody's going to be in the room again. She doesn't want to be the only person at the party, which I understand. So I'm just trying to, but she's very busy, actually. She's had a very busy first day back at the vape bunker.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots to do over there. It's kind of hard because we're all working like limited hours. And
was there a lot of orders the weekend?
Yeah, there has been a fairly steady flow of orders. Hey, Delia, how are you doing? Nice to see you. So yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with everything when people are only doing, fewer hours than they would do, and it's only one person in at any one time. So, it's hard. You're just doing the bare minimum that you can do to get through the day, basically, and then the next day comes and there's a load more stuff to do. But we can't complain because we've got work that we can do, and I'm actually really enjoying my days in the vape bunker, being able to do some work. It gets a bit boring being stuck in the same four walls every day.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Hey, Delia, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, sorry about. I assumed that my Wi-Fi would be good enough, or my 3G would be good enough when I was out and about. But I mean, there was so many people out.
Yeah.
On the phones, that the signal's just shit. Even out in Greenwich with Buster.
I just think moving around as well, it doesn't usually work that well with video. You can usually do it if you're only doing audio, but moving around, I've never had much luck with like video calls. But I was out in my garden today, and I saw for the first time on my phone the little 5G symbol came up.
Oh.
I was like, oh wow, 5G. Haven't seen that
before.
What phone have you got? It's a Samsung S20.
That's why.
Means you're gonna get.
Your phone supports 5G. That's why.
Yeah, it's a new phone. I got the free upgrade, but I wasn't really expecting it to come on. So I don't know if that would be any better. Ben, how are you?
Hello, Ben.
Hey, man. I'm all right. How's it going?
Nice to see you.
You made it.
I did. Yeah. My phone was being a dick. It just kept not giving me any audio. I don't know if you could hear me just going.
No.
No, I hear you at all.
That's good. That's probably a good thing.
Whereabouts are you, Ben?
I'm up in Leeds.
Oh, cool. Okay. So how is it up there? Is it
sunny? Everyone's staying inside, and
right.
Yeah, that's kind of it, really. Yeah, there's not much else going on.
Pretty much the same down here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did actually manage to get out in the garden for a little bit of afternoon sun.
Very nice.
It's about an hour and a half where my garden gets sun every day. So yeah, I managed to get a little bit of that, which was nice.
Nice.
But otherwise, yeah, I've just been saying it's been kind of boring seeing the same four walls every day.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely gets a little bit thin. Well, you've got 10 more weeks to get used to it, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it's not too bad, I've got to say. I mean, it could be a lot worse, definitely.
It could be.
Very nice, comfy place to be right now. So yeah, I can't really complain.
That's good.
Delia's got the volcano out.
Oh, nice.
1,001 walks in Britain.
Look at all these lovely places you can't go.
Yeah.
I put this just here. It blocks the air vent at the bottom, and I was like trying to fill a bag, and I was like, it's not growing and like at all. I was just sitting there with it, just kind of doing nothing. And then there was like vapor coming out of the sides, and there was just nothing really happening. It took me ages to realize what I was doing. I'm just such an idiot because there's obviously that vent.
Yeah. I used to always make the same mistake with the Evo, like put it on my lap or you know, hold it from below and you're blocking the airflow. But yeah, so that way you found a perfect use for 1,001 walks in Britain now that you can't do the walk.
Out because yesterday when we were streaming, we had the volcano between us when we started streaming. But it just got really irritating because it was just kind of like we had to be close together, but then the volcano's in the middle on this like 1,001 walks, and it's just huge.
So yeah, you were playing some games yesterday. You're going to do any more of that, Dee? What games have you got lined up for streaming?
Tonight we're going to do Don't Starve again. I think Beth and I are going to make a series of doing Don't Starve because she doesn't really like the games where people shoot at you or chase you or things like that. So right. I'm probably going to stream things like that during the day. Maybe Death Stranding, because that one's pretty weird. That one's almost like a movie that you play. I mean, albeit at points a very, very boring movie. I think that's supposed to be part of the point. It's supposed to kind of like change the way you think about gameplay because you're not shooting things. You're making deliveries and picking out little bits of the story and the world as you go through the game. So it's kind of interesting, but it's not really Beth's cup of tea. She prefers the kind of more like resource management based games and
right.
She might do a solo stream of a game she plays called Frostpunk, which I'm not. I don't think it's the kind of game that I like because it's literally just you just have to stop this base that you're building from freezing, and apparently there's a little Snowpiercer reference in it as well. There's a train that you can get in it called Perce-Neige, which is French for Snowpiercer.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, well, that's cool. I like Snowpiercer. I can't say I've ever heard of any of these games, but then I've never heard of any games, so that doesn't. I was trying to get Beth to join us from the warehouse, but I've annoyed her by not being here when she joined twice. She joined in the dead zone where there was nothing going on, and so I left for a bit. And she was like, I was on my own in the room, and now I'm busy now. So yeah, we've missed our chance to watch Beth working in the vape bunker while we.
I'm going to see if I can get her. I'll see if I can coax her out.
She's very upset because she's having to run around. She got lost cycling into the bunker on her own for the first time, so it took her an hour extra to get there. I don't know where she went, but she was late, and then she realized she didn't have her keys, so she had to.
She called me and I picked up the phone, and before she said anything, I went, "You cycled to work without your keys, didn't you?"
Yeah, because it's actually your keys, isn't it, Dee?
I hung them up we've got a hook by the door.
Oh no!
Just to the right of the door at eye level, where it's not actually, to be fair, it's not Beth's eye level.
Right. Well, yeah. So that meant she had to come to my place. I put my keys in the little flower pot outside, where she could then collect them from, so that she could get into the warehouse. And that meant that she was like a little bit behind on stuff. So she was very conscientious, typical Beth. She was like, I'm going to stay longer to pack these orders. But yeah, so I was like, great, that means we can get you on live stream. But I've screwed it all up by not being here when she joined, unfortunately. So we don't get to watch Beth work in the bunker, but maybe one day.
I can coax ladybuds out.
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Well, yeah, I mean, anybody who wants to join. Is there anybody actually watching? Let's have a look and see if there's anybody actually watching us on YouTube, because then
we didn't answer any comments last time.
No, that's what I want to do. I want to try and there we go. Sorry. Yeah, there's nobody. Here we go. Dr. Doom, is the Sapphire still a solid buy in 2020?
I thought you were about to say solid VARP.
Solid VARP. Join us in the room. And let's post the link. There is this link? There it is. Is the Sapphire still a solid buy in 2020? Even though I have a Dynavac? I would say actually, I mean, yes. Probably not if you had like, you know, another session portable vape. Then I'd say, you know, maybe you don't need two. But if all you've got is a Dynavac, then I'd say it's worth having a session portable vape. Wouldn't you say so, Delia?
Sorry, I didn't quite
Okay.
catch it.
Well, what about you other guys? Ben, I don't know what vapes
Sorry,
you...
what was the question? Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, question again.
The question from Dr. Doom, I think his name is. Yeah, Dr. Doom.
Oh, the Sapphire question.
Yes, he says, is it worth having a Sapphire now in 2020? Is it still a solid buy if I've already got a Dynavac?
Definitely, 100%.
Already got a
Yeah.
Dynavac. I think it does have its uses. For example, I have both a Dynavac and I don't have a Sapphire. I have a Spirit. I find the Spirit is a lot more discreet when you're out and about, because getting out a torch or anywhere out, it does look a bit dodgy. So, yeah, I think it has its own uses. Each of those devices has its own uses.
Yeah, personally, I would be more inclined to use the Sapphire. I'm just more used to that way of being until maybe the induction heaters came around, and that makes it so much easier to use the Dynavac. That, you know, I do love it. But what I kind of prefer a bigger chamber. You know, Dynavacs are great, but there's something that, something that you get from a bigger chamber that I prefer, to be honest.
Is the size of the chamber on a Sapphire the same as the Spirit? I take it.
Yes.
What are the differences apart from the display? Is there any other differences in the Spirit and the Sapphire?
No, I mean, it's exactly the same bowl. It's exactly the same battery. It's slightly shorter temperature range with the Sapphire. It's I think it only goes up to 220, whereas the Spirit goes up to 240. So the Spirit's a little bit better for those higher end or higher range, particularly with like resins and concentrates and stuff. You'd probably rather have the Spirit. But then you can also swap the battery with the Spirit, and you've got the digital controls. So yeah, they're very similar, but you know, the Spirit is definitely the more advanced one, I would say.
It's always worth going for the glass mouthpiece with that as well. I find
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
a totally different ball game when you put the glass mouthpiece on it. The airflow, the flavor, and because on the regular Spirit, and I don't know about the Sapphire because I haven't got that one, but all the stuff goes to the top, and you end up with all of this kind of oil and stuff on the top of your actual mouthpiece. But obviously with the glass mouthpiece, that doesn't happen because it just goes straight into your mouth. So that everything you're getting from it, all those lovely terpenes and stuff, it just comes out so much better just generally with that mouthpiece.
Yeah, that's true. I don't use it that much, but you're absolutely right. You get a bigger draw. It's got that kind of like exhaust pipe feeling to it. You can take a good big hit. It's kind of like a midway between the water adapter and through a bong and you know, the normal little thin mouthpiece.
Yeah,
that's why I've got a water to adapter.
Yeah,
I find it's more tactile. But either way, when I'm out and about, I'm using the standard mouthpiece. I find it does do the trick of the cooling the vape. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's worth investing in. If you're gonna get a glass adapter with the Spirit, I would recommend just getting the water to adapter, because you can use it as both as a glass mouthpiece and a water too.
Dr. Doom says Sapphire chamber minimum size 0.2.
I think a bit more, isn't it?
It's definitely bigger than that. I think maybe he's saying what's the minimum you can put in there, which you can actually put quite a small. I'd say you can probably put less than that in. But the way the chamber is, with it being like oblong in shape, you can actually put a small amount in. It does a good job of keeping all the herb in there. you know, well heated, because it's got a sort of carb cap on top as well. There's nowhere really for the air to escape with the normal mouthpiece. So yeah, I would say, yeah, you could put in just a tiny little crumb and you'd still get good results. Sean says, hi all, hope everyone is keeping well. Was wondering, any idea when the Vape Exhale will be back? So missing mine. Yeah, Vape Exhales. We've had some issues with Vape Exhales recently, and it's all down to they're making a change in the programming for the 220 volt version, the European and UK version. The reason is there's been some compatibility issues with the programming they've got at the moment, and the frequency of our electricity here, particularly in the UK. I think we've got 50 hertz mains electricity here, and that's different to everywhere else in the world that has 220 volt, I think. And that is causing some issues with the programming on Evos, causing them to fail early and some other bugs. So they wanted to iron that out. And the problem is it kind of coincided with this whole coronavirus thing and some other issues in the vape world. The basically, you know, a whole load of things. It's like a perfect storm of things. So yeah, it's meant we've been without Evos for months and months and months, and they're still working on solving it. They are going to come back at some point, but this whole coronavirus thing has thrown everything into chaos at the moment. I think it's very difficult for a lot of companies to keep running, especially if they were expecting parts from China and those factories were closed for weeks. So, you know, it's been a real kind of blow in many ways that you don't really expect. You know, it's definitely slowed things up a bit.
We've got Dylan connecting.
Oh, nice. Dylan on his holiday. He's on his week off from packing Vape Fiend orders. Connecting to audio, but I can't see any video.
No, he doesn't have video, but he wants to come in as audio.
Okay. If I order a Crafty Plus, when will it come? It will come, I mean, it depends on Royal Mail. Most of the time we're finding stuff's getting delivered on time. So if you order it right now, it will be dispatched tomorrow. So you'll have it on Thursday, provided Royal Mail deliver it, you know, within the normal frame.
Dr. Doom, he's asking which glass stem would you recommend for a Dynavap? I personally got a glass Charlie stem. Yeah. I think you guys, Easy Flow, make your own. You guys also have your own stem, right?
Yeah, the Easy Flow ones, they're a little bit like thicker glass and a bit more kind of factory style. They don't quite have the flair of the glass Charlie ones.
Yeah.
But they are good and kind of a low cost option. What I'm doing now is opening up this box, which came from Glass Charlie today. This is our latest shipment of bits. I actually had it delivered to my house because we've had some issues getting deliveries at the bunker. So I just thought, since we're live, crack open some of these and have a look. But yeah, Glass Charlie is really, I was looking at some of the other stuff he does because I haven't really looked at it. But he was doing some directional carb caps and things and little dabbers that match. And I was looking at some pictures of those. They're really nice. So yeah, he's definitely doing some cool stuff. UK Glass. It's always nice to support these guys. And he's working right now through the shutdown. So yeah, hit him up. This is a standard sort of long Glass Charlie stem there. These are the ones without the air hole, yeah.
Yeah.
But really nice, actually, really good quality. Actually, I think he's thickened up the glass a little bit on these by the looks of it. But
It
yeah,
does look a little bit thick.
Does, doesn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Quite nice. Yeah, they're very high standard. things. Well, I don't know. Delia, do you think I should unmute Dills, or is he muted by choice? Let's unmute Dills. Oh, there he is. He's unmuted anyway. How you doing, Dills?
What's good? I'm having fun. I'm good.
Nice. Are you enjoying the sun?
Yeah, I'm actually on a rooftop. Wait.
Oh, cool.
Get my camera to work. Give me a sec. Will it do the thing? No, it's not working. Well, I'm on a rooftop. It's really nice outside. Yeah, it's nice.
Is it the rooftop of your home?
Yeah, rooftop of my place.
Awesome. How high up is it? Describe it to us. I want to see.
It's like one floor up. There's kind of like a little flat roof bit that's underneath somebody's room, I'm assuming, and it kind of looks like the back of people's gardens. It's kind of nice. It's all right. It's scenic for London.
Yeah, nice. So you're not missing the bunker.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Enjoying the sun. Glad I booked these days off over the sunny period, not over the rainy ones.
Yeah, you picked a good week to be off, I think. Definitely. Yeah, I'm trying to find if I've got any of the more sort of fancy special edition Glass Charlie ones in here, but there's a lot of stuff here, so might need to open a few little packages. Got everything wrapped up in these little bundles. Let's have a look at this one. This is quite a small one. Not sure what this is. Sometimes Charlie throws in a little surprise that we're not expecting.
Extra little goodie.
Yeah. What's this? Something in bubble wrap. Oh. Okay, we got it. Oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this before. Have you seen this, Pramod?
No. Wow,
Oh, wow.
that looks quite
Really? I bet you that'd be nice and cool.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Look, it's got some nice line work there on the side. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but it's that lovely sort of cobalt blue color. Very nice. And there's another one here. This is just a sort of, it's got a slight bit of iridescence.
Slight bit of what, sorry? Oh, we've lost audio, George.
Yeah.
We've lost audio.
Have we?
Well, no, not to just the George. I think.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, George is gone.
That one.
Oh, there we go. Hold on, George. I think we lost your audio for a bit.
Okay.
There
I'm
we go.
back.
Better now. There back. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to go and get my Dynavap tip and put it in here and have a little rip through this because I want to try this out. It's cool.
What's everyone's vape of choice for the day then?
Oh,
Yeah, that one's
Yeah.
fairly obvious. Is it good? I've never had a volcano.
yeah, the volcano is brilliant. I've also been using this.
Ah, yes.
I need to get one.
Yeah,
It's good. It's a different ball game, I think. The Tiny Mite. I don't think, like, you covered it pretty comprehensively in the. God, I can't speak. In the interview, but this and this, they're not for the same use, which I think you covered quite well. But like, this is more of a hit and run kind of vape, like everything full flavor in one go, and it's amazing. But then this is more chilled out, take your time over it, spend an hour over it or whatever, watch a film with it. This kind of fits in more with my style of vaping, really. However, the flavor and the hit from like the first hit off of that is nothing else compares to it, really. Not that I've had anyway.
The reason I like the tiny mite is because I tend to turn things like, you can't really see that on this is 30.
210.
I like putting it up really, really high because I like the kind of the things that get released at the higher temperatures.
Yeah.
So I generally don't really mess about like
That's
going
fair.
to temperatures. I just go straight. That's what when I turn it on, it just goes straight to 230, and I haven't really turned it down in like a week.
Holy shit, you vape it up. Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
At 230.
but I just
That's high.
but I can only really do that with this because essentially I can put the bowl on, put it on the top, it blasts it with hot air, it heats up the metal to probably not 230, getting close to it. And then once I've done a rip, I just take it off the top. If I leave it on the top, then you will get that weird kind of like
Burnt taste.
yeah, it actually smells like a toilet almost. Like it has like a very like bum. It's just a bum smell. It's a bum smell.
Bum smell.
Not the kind of thing you want to be vaping, really, is it? It's just like, fucking hell.
It's best to have something where you can just take the bowl out entirely. Like even with the vape exhale, if you have it up high, even though you're not in the direct line of the heat source, and you do have to inhale to get the full vapor experience, it still is being heated because heat obviously rises and it'll go up the tube and it'll end up kind of heating that little basket. Whereas with this, you can just remove it. And obviously with the vapor exhale, you can just remove the basket. If you've only had one or two rips from it, it's probably not that hot, even at really high temperature.
That is the hybrid, isn't it?
Yes, this is the hybrid.
So is that using the same technology as the Mighty then, or vice versa sort of thing?
Yeah, it's called the hybrid because it uses a hybrid heating technology. So there's this ring here. We've got it, and on the top there. So when you screw this onto there, these two parts. I don't know if I can touch this right now. Yeah, these two parts, this one and that one, marry.
Yeah.
It transfers into that quite quickly because it's in this case it's aluminium covered in ceramic, like a black ceramic, and it means that you get the hybrid heating that you get from the Mighty, so you get vapor a lot quicker.
Yeah.
With the old Volcano, you would kind of put it on and then you turn it on, the vapor kind of, it doesn't come straight away, like it has to sit there for a little bit, or maybe you have to run the pump just a little bit maybe before you actually start getting that white wall vapor. With this, there is a little bit of a heat up time, but if you just put it on and just leave it for like maybe 30 seconds, by the time you attach the balloon or by the time you attach this whip, you're getting kind of instantaneous, like very, very thick vapor.
Yeah.
At the moment, I wasn't getting particularly thin vapor because if anything, how I modulate that is just put a very small amount in.
Yeah.
Like a really tiny amount for a Volcano bowl, so the air is actually passing around it. But I'm getting the hot air vaporization, but without getting like a pretty disgusting, overly thick cloud. Not that I don't like that occasionally. I do like having a lung buster every now and then. That is nice. Oh, George got his. I think, George, have you got no audio now?
No, I've got audio, I think. Can you hear me?
I thought that was a super old school camera then. I was like, what the fuck is that?
He's taking a 1950s selfie.
George, we're winning. I've got the Apollo out here as well.
Nice.
Nice.
My one's plug-in though, so I was hunting around for a kettle lead for about 5 minutes, trying to find the cable for it. Have you got the plug-in one, Dills, or the?
I've got the rechargeable.
Yeah, that's lucky.
With the... I was asking for CBD hemp flower shop recommendations. I recommend Other Side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're still open. They're not, are they? They closed, I think. But you might be able to get some mail order. I know they've got a website. So yeah, check that out. Other Side in London.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, it's a great shop.
Yeah,
really nice guys. Is the new thicker tubed glass Charlie stem be available soon? Yes, it be available soon. I've got to get them into the warehouse and then probably after the weekend, I'd say, quite likely. It's quite difficult now. You've got to time your visits.
new batch of tiny mics.
Tiny Mites is still delayed, unfortunately. I'm not sure exactly when we're going to have those. Yeah, loads of people are very keen for those. Can you use oil in the Mighty, says Sean Sanguinet? Yes, you can. Comes with these little concentrate pads. Works really nicely. I got an X-Max Starry, says Mr. Peanuts. I do like it, but take too much herbs. Is there any device with a smaller chamber? That's a pretty small chamber. I'd say go for a Dynavap.
Yeah.
Which Dynavap tip is?
In fact, the new Dynavap 20 M has adjustable bowl size, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I've got here. That's what this tip is. It's from the new M. So yeah, it's got this cool new funky design, couple more little airflow notches in the top there, and yeah, you can just push up the screen in the bottom of the chamber, like just push it up to make the bowl a little bit smaller. And the body's cool as well. It's got this new sort of dual channeled air hole, chiral air port they call it, so you can kind of moderate how much air you're letting through, which is a nice feature. Yeah, I'm into that, and I really like this blue glass stem that Glass Charlie's made. We might have to get some more of these. I haven't seen this type before, but it's, you know, got a little bit of extra pizzazz about it. I think you could have those multicolored, couldn't you, with like swirling different colors.
It looks like it would feel really good in the hand, like tactile.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't get warm. Not yet anyway. I suppose I'm not really hitting it hard.
How's it hitting? How's the vapor?
It's nice. Very smooth and cool, you know. It does a really good job of cooling the vapor, actually. Very tasty.
I'm on a 2017 M, which is the original one. It's time to, or do you think it's worth upgrading to the 2021?
I probably wouldn't have said so until this new one came out, because it's got quite a few different things about it, you know.
Yeah.
That air hole thing, that makes a difference to me. It also feels a little bit nicer to put your finger in, like it's got an actual little groove for your finger. So, and then the adjustable bowl and the extra air notches in the chamber. So yeah, I think it's probably worth getting this one, to be honest. I think it's, and also the cap stays on, you know, it's got this little cap. So that's great.
It just looks nicer than all the other ones. I mean, if you compare it to the old one, compared to this,
that's what people have been saying. It feels a lot more premium than the previous Dynavaps. It feels less of an entry model now.
Mm-hmm.
The price is exactly the same for the 2020 M.
Sorry, it's the what?
Price the same for the 2020 M.
£70, I think, for the 2020 M. So it's a little bit more, £4 more. They do go up every year, unfortunately.
They get better every year, so.
They do, yeah, that's true.
I'd really like to meet George.
Yeah, he's a cool
because he's
guy.
like an engineer as well. I'm quite technical-minded person myself. He's an engineer originally. Like, he's so amazing. Like, yeah, I can't. Every time I tell someone new about a Dynavap, it's like, yeah, it's such a cool device. I think it's more the interchangeable parts of it, the modularity of it.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah,
that is the coolest part of it.
Definitely. Yeah, he's an interesting guy because I think he's got a military background, George, but you know, obviously on the engineering side. So yeah, definitely an interesting guy to spend some time with and chat to. in fact, there was supposed to be a big sort of Dynavap dinner at Spanibus this year. I'm not sure if that went ahead because the whole thing got shut down, didn't it? You were out there, Prammer.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, so that weekend, we found out that Spanibus was cancelled. I think Thursday. But the weekend, everything was closed, including the clubs. Only supermarkets and pharmacies were open. There was police in the streets telling people to go home. They're quite strict about it. So yeah, I doubt anything happened, any sort of social gathering happened during those days.
Yeah, shame.
And I'm sure there was probably these events were probably held at clubs, and obviously because the clubs were closed, the events got cancelled with it.
Yeah, and restaurants and stuff as well. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, maybe next year, I guess. But yeah, we weren't even out there, so we swerved that one. But yeah,
was you there last year?
No, last year we went to Champs in Las Vegas instead.
Oh yeah.
That was cool. Yeah, it's a huge show. It's like bigger than Spanibus, but the building is like 10 times bigger than the Spanibus building. So it's enormous, like hangar sort of building. So loads of space. You can easily walk around. It's not like Spanibus where it's like murder.
Yeah, but what was it during the same time?
No, not really. It was a little bit before, but I just, to be honest, the crowds at Spanibus put me off now because it's really hard to even hold a conversation in that hall. So the last time I went, we barely even went to the show. We just went and had a bunch of meetings with people at like restaurants and clubs and stuff. But even then, it's kind of difficult to get into clubs that week because everybody's there from England and every other country. So
it was my first time going to Spain last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah, exactly. I actually ended up going to Spain twice last year, and I went with my family to south of Spain. I was out there for Christmas, but that was in south of Spain. But yeah, that was my first time to Spain and to Barcelona. We went to the Bunker. I'm not sure if you've heard of that place, but it's like a 360 panorama view of the entire city.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
Amazing. The views from there are actually amazing.
Wow.
But not many people know about it as well.
No.
Yeah, but it's there are other viewpoints, but I've been with people who've been to other viewpoints and went to this for the first time, and they said by far this was the best sort of because you get a whole 360 view of the city.
Sounds cool. Delia, I note that you were holding up the tiny mite just then, and Dr. Doom is asking, what is this tiny mite? Praised as the greatest thing ever.
It is. I mean, I used I couldn't conveniently use the volcano. But I've run out of battery, and I just pulled another battery out, and that's out of battery as well. Good.
I think that is the one dire fault of the tiny mite is there is no battery indicator.
It'd be nice. I think you can get it to indicate batteries to you with one of those kind of semi-annoying like rhythmic battery indicators like the Crafty has. You know, where it kind of
buzzes.
Yeah, buzzes a number of times or flashes its lights at you or something.
That'd be good. Maybe a firmware update is something that's required.
Well, I think you can already get it to do that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Can you? I didn't know that either.
You have to do like a click at a certain number, then a click at a different number or something like that. Because you can actually use that little, essentially you can use this thing kind of like an phone dial.
I'm going to look this up now. Tiny mite.
Like number.
Battery indicator.
Oh, okay. So it kind of acts like a code. You type in the right code within, and it does the program.
Yeah, and the circuit knows what you want, what program change.
Ah, interesting. I haven't heard of that.
You can turn the vibration on and off. So I think it's an option for doing.
It says on the thing. It says on the thing that it does it. It
Oh,
says When you turn on the unit, it vibrates 1 to 4 times depending on the charge of the battery.
Ah,
But that's it. So if it goes 1, 2, 3, 4 and it's charged, it goes
1, 2, 3. Mine did. So yeah, okay. It's more or less charged. That's great. I knew it buzzed a number of times. I never knew why. That's great.
That
Thanks,
is
Ben.
super.
just random. They just thought, I was throwing 2 this time.
Yeah. I never realized it was a different number each time depending on how charged it was. That's very clever. He thinks of everything, that guy in Finland. I'm actually going to load mine up now. I was hitting it just earlier, Dr. Doom, through my glass rig here, the Bubble by EasyFlow. And I'm using these. What we found out almost immediately is that these mouthpieces, which are exhalator cooling mouthpieces for the Splinter or the Milana, if you turn them upside down and put a little screen down them, so you can see I jammed a screen down here, that becomes the chamber. You put that in there and you can use this as a water adapter into a rig. So I'm sure there will be a tiny mic water adapter at some point, but there isn't yet. So in the meantime, we can use these. They work perfectly.
They've got the whip up.
It's the whip from the Volcano, but I've stuffed the mouthpiece from the titanium in the end of it because it's a good solid mouthpiece. Although it is dangerous if you have a MacBook or like an iPhone, because this thing on the end of this is a screen destroyer. It's like a weighty piece of metal on a wobbly piece of plastic tubing, and when you kind of pick it up, you don't necessarily forget about it, and then you kind of like walk past the telly and you just hear this like quack, and this screen, like you just be warned, titanium users. Not a very threatening object, is it? You can't really take it seriously because it doesn't really stay.
I take it you didn't have any luck convincing Beth to join us, Dee?
She hasn't even looked at the message.
Nah, she's busy. I think she just wants to get all the orders from today done so that she can go home and start fresh tomorrow.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Join us.
Just grinding up a little bit. This is the old Santa Cruz shredder. I've still never found a better grinder personally. It's between that and the orange plastic Volcano one. You know, those
Well,
are
that would be the case because you have other grinders. You do list other grinders on your.
We do the Thorinder, which is kind of nice, but I do prefer the Santa Cruz shredder myself. What grinder have you got, Pramod?
I've got a Santa Cruz myself as well.
Nice.
But it's a small one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're a bit too small for me. I had one of those first.
But this is the thing, it perfectly goes in my Stash Logics. So
right,
that's why
okay.
I should really invest in one for use at home. Stash more should be a travel one. But yeah.
Yeah, the big ones, the really large ones, those are the best, I think, for use at home. It's so. The problem is, I find myself always grinding way too much herb because I just like, I just pile it in because it's such a big grinder.
What do you have? A 3-piece, 2-piece? What is it?
Yeah, I've got the 3-piece.
Yeah, the 3 pieces are really good.
Because there's no point in that screen. Who's sifting in a grinder in this day and age?
I have been. Oh, you know what? I've got a big collection of sift. On my
really?
Yeah. On my that small one that I just showed you, but yeah, I think
you like sift.
I like sift. It's good for a treat. Like I miss it when I left my grinder in the office. But luckily, this one just in case I needed to take some nice shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for just a top up. Just if you've got a little bit and you're like, I just want a bit extra in this, just a little sprinkle in there, and you know about it. So it's like it's always good to have a collection of it just lying around.
All of it in the Volcano.
Fuck. Like that's just gonna
All in the
just
flower
like day gone.
pot, only that in the flower. The sort of collected material inside the on the screen of the flower pot and then vaping it. That's great. Oh wow.
That's what I've got going for mine at the moment. Yeah.
Nice
That's
promo.
probably from like months of use, or probably even more, maybe nearly a year of use.
That's it's the thickness really is really what you have to delve into, and there's just so much. It's so thick.
Wow. I do end up with it just sort of caked on the sides of this anyway, even though there isn't a screen you can see.
Oh, nice.
You do get this sort of caked on, so I kind of scrape that off every now and then and just put it in with the rest. But yeah, I don't like the idea of having them, you know, separating out the sift. I want it all together in with the
together exactly. You want it in there.
Yeah.
So this is the tiny mic that I'm ripping now, Dr. Doom. You were asking about it. I mean, I'm hitting it like a home unit here because I've got it plugged into this bubbler and it rips like crazy. It's insane. But you can just hit it with the normal. I don't have the normal mouthpiece right here. It's over there and I don't want to go and get it. But I'll show you, you can still hit it just like normal. You can get these big hits from it. The normal mouthpiece is much shorter than this, obviously. But yeah, it's a great vape, like super impressive for a kind of small handheld battery powered vape. It's to do with the design of the heating element. I've opened up a couple of these units because we've had to carry out a couple of repairs on them, and Delia was with me doing one of them. The way the heating element is put together, it really is different to any other heating element that I've seen, like very different. I was expecting it to be maybe kind of like the Splinter, but it's really not. It's very different, isn't it, Dee?
Yeah, it's a very different heater. I mean, it's a lot more of a. I mean, it seems like it's a harder heater to design.
Harder to install and all that stuff and make. Yeah,
much more precision device, and it's like, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just such a fine piece of metal. It just almost looks held in tension and impossible to, like, if you took it apart, truly, like, if you uncoiled that metal, it's just not going back together.
No, exactly. There was somebody this week actually who contacted us who had done just that, taken his tiny mite apart and was unable to put it back together again, and that it basically kind of damaged the heating element. So I think luckily,
you was telling me the other day.
Luckily, Tiny Mite themselves are up for doing it, so I think he's going to get it all fixed anyway. But yeah, it's very, very fragile. Is it a hybrid heater? Dr. Doom says no. It's a convection, heat on demand convection heater. No. Milesy's here. Here we go. A little visit from Milesy.
He's woken up from his deep slumber.
Human mucus.
Yeah. Welcome, Milesy.
I've got to head off, guys. Unfortunately, my phone's about to die soon, so I'm going to jump off.
Okay, enjoy the sunshine, Dills. See you soon.
I will. Have a nice one.
Take it easy, man.
Peace.
Hang on, Pramod's mic drowned you out there, D. I didn't hear that. Say that again.
Oh, sorry.
This layout, it's either 6 or 4, nothing in between.
Yeah, that's right.
4, 8. No, we don't want to leave this 5 business. That's not.
Yeah, that's right. You can do it where it senses who's speaking, but for some reason it's on you and you're not speaking.
I think Beth is going to come.
Oh, cool. That'll be good. I wonder how she's doing in there all on her own.
We
Guys, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you all later.
Oh, nice to see you, Ben.
Yeah, you too, guys.
Take it
Enjoy
easy.
the rest of your meeting.
Yeah, you too. See you soon.
See, look, this is all wrong.
I feel like you should be on top, or at least it should be 1 and then 2 on the bottom.
Yeah, I've got I've got me on the top and Bramod on the top, and then you're underneath. Well, you and Joe and Milesy are underneath.
Well, I've got you on speaker view now, so your full face. Well, I'm up for hanging around and seeing if Beth's going to join us. That'll be exciting.
Beth is coming in just a second.
So we get
old ladybuds.
Well.
a little peer behind the curtain of the vape bunker.
Yeah.
In these coronavirus times.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, the other cool thing about this did you know about that? That the mouthpiece is a 10mm.
Yeah, native
joint.
10mm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool.
I mean, all the Dynavaps are kind of 10mm, but that is proper natively sits flush.
Exactly. Yeah, it's got the right angle on it. So yeah, it fits in perfectly. Yeah, it's very good.
I think I might.
We need a cam each for Buster and Miles, says Dr. Doom. Yeah, I think that's right, actually. That would be cool.
I could arrange that. Let me see if I can do this. Wait.
I can hear some birds tweeting. Is that at your place, Pramod? Or
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. It's definitely mine. I've got the window open.
That's nice. There's Buster Cam.
From. I was just turning off audio on the Buster Cam so we don't get some horrible feedback.
Oh, we got a Buster Cam.
Buster is in the chat.
That's awesome.
Oh wait, I think I'm getting double.
Yeah, you probably need to mute one of them.
Dr. Doom says, is my Apollo working fine with the 2020M? Yes, totally fine. I was just hitting it just now and no problems whatsoever. So yeah. Mr. P nuts. Again, he's saying the same question here. We did answer this, Mr. P. Yeah, have a look at the Dynavac. Smaller chamber.
Yeah, he copied and pasted it. It's almost like he copied and pasted his previous message.
I think Larry Sports is Beth. Is it?
Yeah, Larry Sports is Beth.
Okay, cool. We get to see what's going on. There we go. Hey, Beth.
Greetings, Beth.
Nice.
I've been running around like a mad thing.
How have you done?
I've done okay. Most things went out today. Everything that isn't going out today is going out tomorrow. So
awesome.
If anyone's watching and their stuff doesn't come quite as soon as they'd like, I'm sorry. It's been hectic. It's been quite a lot to do.
It was a lot. It was a very busy first day back for you, Beth. So congratulations.
Yeah, it's a very busy day actually, and I think tomorrow is going to be just as busy because I looked at the amount of orders that we've got now, and it's quite substantial already.
Really?
So
wow.
yeah. But hey ho, there we go. I ordered myself a gyro today, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Nice.
Feeling pretty pleased about that. And I get to cycle back in the nice sun. So
yeah.
Not all bad.
Whoa. Beth's audio weird.
That's one weird.
Okay, we've lost your audio, Beth, but are you covering it with your finger, perhaps?
Possibly.
That's it. That's better. Yeah.
I was moving around. I was too busy trying to get some water because I'm thirsty.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Give us a quick quick peek at the bunker?
Can do. So I'm gonna turn this around. I don't think I can. But everything's kind of as it was. This bit all looks like a bomb has hit it slightly. But that's, we're doing the best we can. Everything is still on the wall.
Excellent.
And all looking healthy as ever. And our little packing stations over here, which I'm regularly wiping down with alcohol wipes. The alcohol spray bottle, I don't know what's happened to it, but it stopped working. So
it doesn't spray. Yeah, I'm going to order a new one on Amazon, and hopefully
okay,
that'll
cool.
come.
We're on the wipes for now. And then upstairs, there's it's been a bit quiet actually. I've not been up here today. There's no reason for me to, really.
Yeah, it's a real ghost town up there.
Here's all the emptiness.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
a strange kneeling chair, which is kind of fun, actually. I'm going to sit on it now.
Yeah, use that kneeling chair.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole vape bunker, really. It's just I'll give you a little look over the balcony.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. A dead zone. Normally it would be a hive of activity.
Normally it's buzzing, but today it's just me.
Yeah, crazy. Well, thanks so much for coming back into the
You're welcome.
into the breach, Beth. It's awesome to have you back on the front line, helping our desperate vape fiends in our client group.
They really are desperate. There were so many orders today.
Yeah. And was it the same for you? I found it's more or less entirely like accessories, mouthpieces, and all that kind of stuff.
Honestly, no. What I found today, I'd say it was kind of an equal mix of people buying vaporizers and buying buying parts. Like we sold, as you said on the weekend, we sold an Extreme Q. We sold quite a few 2020s and 2019 Dynavap M's. A Firefly actually at one point. And yeah, just a few other bits, but also quite a lot of sort of water tool adapters and mouthpieces and odor caps and things. So kind of an even mix, I'd say.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Beth. Thanks for the update and for your hard work.
Welcome.
Beth, Buster has a request.
What does Buster request?
Wait, let me just get Buster's mouse going.
Let me have a look. Yeah.
Can you bring back some of those nice those human sticks that you eat, the refreshers, please? I do quite like the refreshers that I usually eat when I am in the office. Oh, wait, yeah, this is Buster's voice. It's not my. No, I mean, it's not Delia's.
Do you know what? I think I can do that for you, Buster.
Oh, he's all excited now. Look,
and I'll head over.
He's going ape shit.
Yeah.
Hey, that reminds me, actually, did you see, Beth, did you happen to see that there is a little package addressed to Delia that's there on the shelf? The post shelf.
Yeah. Go and have which shelf?
I just meant to on the the shelf where all the post and returns go downstairs by the stairs. Yeah. Just I spotted it the other day and meant to let you know, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Since you're gonna see D, you might as well hand deliver it to her, whatever it is.
Not there we go. I've found it. I'll pop that one in my bag in just a second. Speaking of which, D, is there a package for me at home?
There is one here.
Yeah.
Right here. Here you go.
It's Donald Trump, everybody.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice to see he's doing well.
Although I haven't checked in the post box. Is it small enough to go in the post box?
No, they said it was delivered by Hermes.
I haven't heard anyone being delivered by Hermes. Maybe Mihai has it in the room.
He better do.
Oh, I did hear the doorbell going, and I heard
Okay, good.
a man running down the stairs.
Okay, cool. Good. Ow.
Good.
A meat man running down the stairs. Yeah, I bashed my teeth on the thing.
Man was made of meat. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Sorry about that little domestic look into what our
No,
lives are.
it's
I'm
interesting.
very concerned about this package.
Little bit of the soap opera of vape fiends there.
Yeah,
for
there you
our
go.
follow.
Well, now me and Delia live together. It's all you're going to really be subjected to.
Are you going to be back gaming tonight with Delia, Beth?
If are we Delia, are we gaming tonight?
Yes, we are. Sorry, Buster stood on the hummus.
Not eating that hummus. Yum, delicious. Yeah, in that case, yes, I will be
Nice.
doing that later.
Well, that'll be fun. So I think we should probably wrap this up. But thank you again, everybody, for joining us. What a lot of fun. And thanks, Beth, for showing us the inside of the bunker. Maybe we'll do that again sometime.
It took me a while to get Zoom working, but it did in the end. So here we are.
I think it was mostly my fault, but yeah, we got there in the end. But yeah, take it easy, everybody. Have a nice evening. We'll be back on Instagram live tomorrow at 4:20. That's Wednesday. So we'll see you then. And yeah, have a good night. All the best. Bye.
Bye, everyone.